another issue that we tripped over as we tried to understand what is going to happen or is not going to happen with the new procedure for replay review of pass interference, the concept of the catchable and uncatchable pass, the motion that we see from the officials to justify a decision not to throw a flag, even if the Nickel Roby-Colemans of the world wipe out the Tommy Lee Lewises of the world. If the ball is 15 feet over the receiver's head, it doesn't matter. It's not a foul, Chris. And that's going to be a fascinating exercise in how they go about determining what is and isn't catchable based upon replay review. I think, generally speaking, it's going to be very hard to do because, look, unless you're down there on the field, you can't tell what's catchable or not catchable. That may be an element of the judgment that gets exercised by officials that Al Riveron will be very averse to overturning.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's one that, yes, it's going to be hard for Al Riveron to make those type of calls, you know, on Park Ave in New York City. That is something where he's going to have to lean on the people, like you said, the officials on the field, and have some dialogue or conversation about what they felt, you know, real time, and now that they've had a few seconds to process it, were they right? You know, yes, that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. I hope that's not too much part of the discussion, but either way, yeah, I mean, Al's not going to be able to figure everything out just because this is reviewable now. There's going to have to be some combo with the officials and trying to get that particular part of this PI review, get it right.
And here's where it's going to become critical in how they formulate the ruling on the field. If the ruling on the field is there was illegal contact, there was a shove before the ball arrived, but the pass was uncatchable, right? To overturn the ruling of no interference, you've got to determine beyond all doubt, clear and obvious evidence, indisputable visual evidence, 50 drunks in a bar, that it was catchable. That's the key. If that's how specific and granular they are when they communicate to the league office what the ruling was. It's not just no pass interference. There was, you know, we're claiming there was no shove. No, there was a shove, but the ball's uncatchable. And if it's harder to overturn on that standard, it's going to be harder to overturn defensive pass interference, which, again, should make the defensive players even happier. I hope I made sense with that, but I think that's the kind of precision that we're going to need so we know exactly what Al Riveron is overturning or not overturning.
Well, are they going to even do it? You know, is that going to be part of the guidelines? Am I wrong? Did I miss something? I mean, I
Why
guess,
wouldn't it be?
Well, I know.
They have no guidelines. It's one sentence. Pass interference is now subject to replay review, period. They've done nothing more with it. And maybe this means they need to do more with it in May.
Yeah,
because they did make sausage in one day.
Right.
But this whole catchable and uncatchable pass, that is going to be, I think, a major factor, especially if the officials realize, look, if I don't think it's pass interference, all I have to say is the pass is uncatchable, and Al Riveron's not going to overturn me. And then I'll have to worry about him agreeing with whether or not I think there was a shove or no shove on a catchable ball. I just say it was uncatchable, and good luck overturning that, Al Riveron.
Yeah, that's going to be where it's very tricky, right? So, yeah, I am interested to see some of the language maybe when it becomes an official thing here, and maybe just because, yeah, that's going to be tough to dictate all that. I don't even know what I want to say because it's such a deep subject there. But, yeah, I almost want to say maybe that part of it shouldn't be reviewable, like, to a degree. If it's ruled uncatchable, it's uncatchable, and that's all there is to it, like you're saying. Then that's your safe harbor.
Right. Then that's your safe harbor for any pass interference. If you don't want it to be reviewed by Al Riveron, you say every one of them is, well, then you say if it's uncatchable, it's not pass interference. But if you want to conclude it wasn't pass interference, you just say it's uncatchable.
Right, exactly right. You know, and a deeper question here, really, Mike, are you a sausage patty guy or sausage links?
Links, man. Patties are gross.
What?
Patties are gross. They're gross. I'd rather have my mystery meat packed in an animal's intestine any day of the week.
But that's gross. That's grosser than the other one that's not packed into the intestines.
I'm being sarcastic.
Okay.
A sausage patty looks too much like a hamburger.
Okay.
To me, it's only a sausage if it's, you know, shaped like a sausage.
Okay.
Shaped like a link.
I'm a patty guy.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Did we eat sausage at breakfast this week? No, you were a bacon guy. You were a bacon and waffles guy.
I mean, I'll eat the links, but if you gave me a choice, I'd rather have the patties. That's all I'm saying.
I don't like. There's something I don't trust a sausage patty. I don't know why.
Okay.
I just don't. They're too small. No, I'm just not a big fan. All right. That was a very important thing that we've resolved.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.